What is the life like for anyone with the last name Trump in the next 4 to 8 years?
Well, I think Donald Trump is going to go into the media. He's going to write a book. He will get a lot of money to do some kind of news analysis somewhere. He's brawling with Fox News now, but Fox News is on the skids. Have you looked at their numbers the last 2 weeks?
Oh, they're horrible. Horrible,
I mean,
horrible.
It's unprecedented. Unprecedented. So who could turn that around, at least in the short term? Donald Trump. Now, he can't.
But why would he go? Wait. Yeah, but why would he go to Fox News when he wants to start his own news organization or media organization?
Well, I don't know if he wants to work that hard to start his own. But the question is, why would he go to Fox? Because that corporation could pay him an enormous amount of money because they'd buy his book too. HarperCollins is part of Fox. So they make a deal.
But you know,
go ahead.
You know as well as I do, HarperCollins and Fox Television, not News Corp, Fox Television, which is a family member, all those family members, they would come under fire from internally and from all the people that do work with them. They would face a huge backlash.
Rupert Murdoch doesn't care. He's 90. And it's his decision and his decision only. So don't be surprised, Beck. Now, if Donald Trump wants to go into business with other billionaires and cook up some kind of news presentation, he can do that. But, boy, that takes a lot of work, as you know, and it'll take $1 billion. A billion with a B.
Yes. Easy $1 billion. Easy $1 billion.
Especially if they want to hire you and me, then it's probably $2 billion.
Yeah. Don't lowball it here. His estate, Mar-a-Lago.
Yes.
When he bought it, he had to sign a deal that it was for guests and it was a club and not a residence. And so now he wants to move down to Mar-a-Lago. He's not welcome in New York. I don't even think he would want to go back to New York.
No.
Even though he is a New Yorker through and through, they treated him so poorly. I don't think he'd want to go back.
But just for tax reasons alone, he's not coming back to New York. There's no state tax in Florida. All right. And the DA in Manhattan, Cy Vance, wants to put him in prison. So Donald Trump is not coming back to New York. As for Palm Beach, you're dealing with a bunch of blue-haired ladies and their husbands who don't even know their names anymore, sitting by the pool. And they don't like the Secret Service and all of the inconvenience. That's just like Trump will get around that. I don't even take it seriously. I mean, they'll do something. So he'll be down there. But have you been to Mar-a-Lago? Have you been there?
Oh, I stayed the night there as his guest one night. Okay. Just me and my wife and Donald Trump.
That's not a place that Donald Trump wants to live. You don't want to live there. Yeah. There's too many people floating around there. He'll get another place in Palm Beach, but he doesn't want to live in Mar-a-Lago. And neither does Melania. Trust me. So they'll get a big estate someplace. This isn't really a major story at all. All right, if I'm Donald Trump, I hold a Oval Office television address about a week before the inauguration on January 13th. I tell the American people that I'm not going to the inauguration, not because I'm angry with Joe Biden, but because I believe I'd be a distraction there from the day. I'm not going to go. but I'm going to meet with Mr. and Mrs. Biden in the White House before, at breakfast, leave him a note just like Barack Obama left for me. That's number one. Then I would say I believe that the election was not honestly held. I hope we get to the bottom of it. Number three, I would pardon all members of my family from any kind of persecution, I'd use that word, and myself on the federal level. And then I'm sure he's got a list of people that he wants to pardon. He says, I'm also going to pardon some other people, because I feel that they're not being treated fairly. But you remember, he can't pardon himself on a state level. So it's all federal.
Right. But can he pardon himself?
He can pardon himself on a federal level, yes.
Because I think that was kind of murky.
No, he can do it.
Should he?
You could litigate it. You could litigate it, but the Supreme Court would rule that he can do it, so he should do it. And I think the address should be 15 minutes, very to the point, and just say, I'm stepping aside. I may run again, but I really want this election thing cleaned up, and I think President Biden wants the same thing, so I'm going to try to work with him. Very conciliatory but firm. That's what I would do a week before the inauguration.
Quickly, an additional question. Is there anything else he should do before he leaves?
No, I think he's done pretty much all he can do at this point. I would, in the address to the nation, point out that it's a miracle we have a COVID vaccine, and it is.
Should he send, like the Paris Accords to the Senate, which the Republicans would reject and would make it hard or harder for John Kerry just to sign us up for that thing again? No, I wouldn't do that kind of stuff. I would just leave on a high note, and I wouldn't do that because then it just gets down into the gutter again. Just leave on a high note. He's done all he can do. I think he did a pretty good job as president myself. I do too. And I think anybody who doesn't recognize at least the historic movement towards peace in the Middle East, you're just not honest.